and sound. I can lift you up. I can show you what you want to see and take you where you want to be. You could be my love. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound.
I promise that you'll never find another like me. I know that I'm a handful, baby. I know I never think before I jump, and you're the kind of guy the ladies want. And there's a lot of cool chicks out there. I know that I went psycho on the phone. I never leave well enough alone, and trouble's gonna follow where I go. And there's a lot of cool chicks out there, but one of these things is not like the others. Like a rainbow with all of the colors, baby doll. When it comes to a lover, I promise that you'll never find another like me. I'm the only one of me, baby, that's the fun of me. You're the only one of you, baby, that's the fun of you. And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
I know I tend to make it about me. I know you never get just what you see, but I will never fall you, baby. And there's a lot of lame guys out there.
And when we had that fight out in the rain, you ran after me and called my name.
I never wanna see you walk away. And there's a lot of lame guys out there. 'Cause one of these things is not like the others. Living in winter, I am your summer. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I promise that you'll never find another like me. I'm the only one of me. Let me keep you company. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Hey kids,
Spelling is fun,
girl, there ain't no I-N-G.
but you know there is on me.
Strike the band of 1, 2, 3.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
Girl, there ain't no I-N-G.
But you know there is on me.
You can't spell awesome without me.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Girl, there ain't no I-N-G.
But you know there is on me.
I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. Strike the band of 1, 2, 3.
You can't spell awesome without me.
You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
Welcome to the 25th Academy Award celebration for the summer of 2021. My name is Sally Baker, and I'm Academy Director, and I could not be prouder to captain the team I'm about to introduce. If you had any fun at all this summer, it will be the fault, or it has been the fault, of the following people. Drum roll, please. Here they are! They look a little bit different not in gray shirts, don't they? All right, y'all have a seat. So this summer, we have returned to our building, thankfully. This has been a summer about reconnecting, remembering, revisiting what it means to work together. So many of us have been in isolation over the last year or year and a half, and it was especially joyful to come together this summer just to play together and to work together. Yes, and to thunder together. Yes, God. All summer, parents, families, kids have told us that they were so thankful to have the Springer again because it was a place that they could just remember how to be a kid or remember to take risks and try new things. But I got to tell you, every single one of the people up on this stage, myself included, feel the exact same way. So thank you for playing with us this summer. This summer, we had 457 students from 22 cities, 5 states, and 2 countries. We had 27 Academy staff and teachers from 6 states, and somehow we've all made one Academy. Speaking of those teachers, many took a chance on year 1 as Academy staff. If this was your first year on staff, stand up. But we worked together, I estimate, 390 hours over the last 8.5 weeks. We have gotten to know each other pretty well. It takes all of us, all of our abilities and experiences and personalities and quirks and wonderful and terrible things to make Academy happen. Like a giant, enthusiastic, high-five producing, challenge-inducing, hard work-seeking, salutations-practicing, coffee-fueled machine that boots up to give students the summer of their lives. And so now I want to introduce them to you. I do have one little gift for them, and if we can go to the next slide. Because we have all been a machine that works together, we've made little keychains for all of us to know that we will be together no matter where we go, wherever our keys take us. So, introducing the staff of 2021, Nick, the ground turns to lava in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Rulon! Anna, the most elegant clown of all time, Wiley. Mia, the Suzuki stick master, Reese. Mike, when I say circle, you say Platzmeyer. Natasha, ding, Vargas. Kira, and I was rusting over there, Galindo. Liz, let's hear it for these people, Landesh. DeMarcus, I love Middleton. Maddie, I'll buy that. I'll put a down payment on that. Tweed. Lucy, I have a curious question. Flournoy. Anna, dance with me, Mia. Johnson. Kieran, you better work. Wilson. Jasper, you'll know you're in a line when you see the back of someone's head. Howell. Zamar, because you are what? Born ready. Griffin. Anna, okay, party people. Anna Lynn Starr. Chelsea, child Cutright. Hannah, our yoga goddess, Reed. Sam Kafuti Bolar. Beth, I see you, Oprah Winfrey. Reeves. Claire, love it. Gaylor. Rebecca, 4 or 5 time dance battle champion, depending on who you ask. Gossett. MH, that's why we call her funny. MH Harrison. Abby Earlybird gets the worm. Hanner. And how would this machine work without DB fixing all technology and fixing my speaker, Woolbright? And machine speed up. Machine speed up. To a level 10 machine. To level 5 machine. To a level 2. And machine freeze. What a great staff we have! Now go sit down. I'm going to introduce to you my partner in crime, DB Woolbright, to tell you about Teacher A. Here he is.
Hello, my friends. In calculating the hours that we worked together, Sally didn't even mention the hours spent rehearsing for Teacher A. And Teacher A was such a success. Let's hear it for Teacher A. Teacher A is a teacher cabaret to raise support for our Wise Investment campaign. And this year, Teacher A was directed by Kieran Wilson. It was choreographed by Maddie Tweed. And musical directed by Caleb Middleton. Let's hear it for them. Thank you guys so much for your hard work. It really was an incredible, incredible night. This year, we raised, drum roll please, $11,120. That is incredible. Every penny will go towards supporting student tuition, lunch, and transportation. And in the past 7 years, we have spent about $30,000 to scholarship about 185 students to Academy. And now we have the support to provide scholarships for about 50 more students. So thank you guys so much for your generous support, and we're still accepting donations if you feel so inclined. We're taking donations for our Wise Investment campaign throughout the rest of the year. Thank you.
All right. This summer has also been really special because we celebrate 25 years of Springer Theater Academy. To honor the past, this summer, we have learned throwback dances to 90s music. We have heard from Academy alumni each week about the life skills they have taken from the Springer. But You know, an Academy birthday celebration just would not be complete without a staff. Breaking news! Playing the role of the Springer Theater Academy tonight is none other than a man whose life has been built on the spirit of Academy. He was a student for all 14 possible years. He has taught at 3 different Academy programs for 13 years, served as an Academy director in Pennsylvania, helped build an Academy in Athens, Georgia, and now serves as our Associate Academy Director, Mr. D.B. Wilbur!
So, does anyone have a question for Academy? Question for Academy. Claire.
If Academy could be any type of font, what font would Academy be?
Ooh, good question.
While my heart really wants to go to Comic Sans, if not for the irony of it, I believe that Academy is truly Helvetica.
Ah! Next question for Academy. Tyler. Ooh.
That is a tough question. If Academy were to have any other special classes, perhaps a class of outreach, in which the class is all about turning outward to our community.
Wow. You're so good, Academy. Charlie. Ooh.
This is an easy one, Gray Heather.
And lastly, Academy, in these 25 years of being in the Academy, what have you learned that can take us all further in life?
Fail boldly.
I know that's right. We have a very special song for you, Academy. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hey! In the cupcake for Academy! Ooh. Make your wish, Academy. Don't tell anybody.
Can I have a drum roll, please?
Yeah!
Excellent, excellent. So, you know, last year in 2020, we weren't around very often. Not many of us were here. And there was one group of people that we didn't get to acknowledge publicly. So we thought we would do it tonight. This is the portion of the evening where we acknowledge the company class of this year. But I want to acknowledge the company class of 2020. If you are here, please stand up. So the company class of 2020 was slated to do Curious George and the Golden Meatball last summer, and then we pushed it to this May instead, which in a way, having a show to open Academy was so much fun, though I will never direct a show at the beginning of Academy ever again. But company class of 2020, we want to say, we do hereby announce that because they consistently demonstrate an exceptional level of work ethic, stage skill, and leadership ability, because they always give generously of their ability, time, and spirit, because they exemplify the Academy values of enthusiasm, discipline, integrity, and teamwork, and because their efforts this summer have resulted in an extraordinary theatrical production despite postponement due to COVID-19, the A5 class of 2020 cast of Curious George and the Golden Meatball is therefore recognized with outstanding achievement. Congratulations. And then this summer, we kicked off the Springer's 150th season with Winnie the Pooh. Yes. This show featured graduated seniors of our Academy class, the A5 class of 2021, and it was directed by the Springer's own production stage manager, Rebecca Gossett, and stage managed by M.H. Harrison. If y'all will come up. Come on, yeah. So I'm going to give you this thing. I have one for Rebecca, and then one we'll hang in our hallways. It's the same thing, that they did awesome. They did awesome work, and therefore we recognize this year's A5 class and the cast of Winnie the Pooh and the direction of Winnie the Pooh with outstanding achievement. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sally. Thanks, everybody. I'm so honored to accept this award on behalf of the A5 company class of Winnie the Pooh. Many of you know we chose this title because of its long history at the Springer, because it was the first children's theater production to appear on this stage back in 1967, and has since appeared multiple times in the history of the Springer. We also chose this show because of the way it both perfectly embodies this class of individuals and also presented them with a challenge. Like many of the characters of Christopher Robin's imagination, this class is made up of unique individuals who support each other for being exactly who they are. Like Piglet, they put their friendships before any fears they have. Like Tigger, they have boundless energy that they harness to spread joy to others. Like Eeyore, even when they're down, they still find a way to support the group. And like our beloved Pooh Bear, they are honest and they are kind. I usually don't have a very hard time letting go of a show because another is always around the corner. But this time I seem to have a little bit of trouble letting go of 100 Acre Woods. I know that they are off to great adventure and that Kennesaw State University is about to have one heck of a theater department. But I would give just about anything to be running the Not Not scene or the Rum to Tum song one more time. Thank you for trusting me to be your director. And thank you for the good work for the sake of good work. I so wish you didn't have to go, but I can't help but think how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. I love you.
Wait, y'all don't leave. Come back, Rebecca. MH, come back. We have a little special gift for you, Rebecca. You helped our company find ourselves through this COVID crisis. You have helped the A5s find Winnie. And so here is the true story of finding Winnie the Pooh. I also would be remiss if we didn't recognize that M.H. Harrison has been the Springer's first, and as far as I know, only stage manager solely for children's theater, and she has done that all year long. So, we do hereby recognize and announce that by demonstrating excellent intentional care for the children's theater in the 2021 season, and showing exceptional skills in learning and leadership, and because their work will never be fully appreciated by an applauding audience, M.H. Harrison has been recognized as an outstanding individual and therefore awarded the Standing Ovation Award. Please give her a standing ovation. Okay, that's great. Every time you see MH, give her a standing ovation. That'd be a fun game. All right, DV is going to be here to recognize our Student Advisory Board.
We would like to recognize our Student Advisory Board. If you are on our Student Advisory Board in this past season, please stand up. Fantastic. So the Student Advisory Board, they serve as a guiding board for the education programs throughout the years, and they help us make decisions about everything that the education programs do here. The leadership of SAB this year during one of the most strangest years in history of Springer has been led by Maxine McCullough, Charlie Hearn, Adam Assaul, and Chairwoman Macy Cardwell. Macy, please come to the stage. Macy served as our student representative to the board of directors. She actually held a chair on our board of directors, and she is awarded this, and it reads, "We do hereby acknowledge and announce that by demonstrating exceptional leadership and vision in leading the student advisory board and serving as a voting member of the board of directors, Macy Cardwell has successfully served as the student representative to the board for the 2020-2021 season." Thank you, Macy. Thank you. One of my roles here as the Associate Director of Education is getting to lead our So Hip team, which is our Springer Opera House improv players. If you served on and played with us this past season on So Hip, go ahead and stand up for me. This season looked a little bit different than it normally does because we held all of our rehearsals over Zoom, and with delay and glitches, improv is really difficult online. So we improvised and we adapted and we focused a little bit more on sketch writing this year. And I would be remiss if I did not recognize the director of So Hip this year, and she cannot join us tonight, but give her a round of applause for Caitlin Harp. We do hereby acknowledge that because they demonstrated exceptional leadership and vision leading the So Hip improv troupe, Caitlin Harp successfully served as the So Hip director of the 2020-2021 season and is therefore awarded the So Hip Leadership Award for the 2020-2021 season. It is signed by Sally, which is impressive. It's signed by myself, which is not quite as impressive. But then, the most impressive signature of all, it is signed by our mascot, Little Peanut. Yes. If you know a So Hip team member, please ask them about Little Peanut. Let's hear it for Caitlin Harp. Yay! Sally.
I threw my mask someplace down there. I'll find it. Okay. So every day, at the end of the day, we take a few minutes to acknowledge the work students have done in class. We cheer for each other, knowing that as an ensemble, we celebrate everyone's learning. Tonight, we have some acknowledgments from the staff. But today, we are talking about doing these awards, and our office assistant this summer, Claire Gaylor, who is a former Academy student and has grown up in the Academy program, had some beautiful sentiments about those awards, and it was her job to print all of those. So I'm going to let Claire introduce our first set of introductions.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to finally dole out these awards. I've been printing them since the first week of June. I just want to let you guys all know, for all of the students here, that I have been in your shoes many, many times as an audience member here, and it's okay to be stressed out about awards. It's been something that is nerve-wracking, it's anxiety-inducing, because you just want to be able to walk away with a piece of cardstock. I want you guys to know that as I was tallying up awards this year, every single person got a nomination. Every single Academy student. We thought about who should win these awards, who should be considered most enthusiastic, most focused, have greatest growth, be the best team player, and be the most outstanding of their group. And we thought of every single Academy student. So even if you don't walk away with a piece of cardstock tonight, or with a frame or a seal, that Academy would not have been the same without you. And it's okay to be disappointed if you don't walk away with cardstock or frames or seals, but we don't really do the work here for awards. As we all know, we do the work just to experience it and feel joy and feel proud of ourselves. And tonight we're just going to celebrate that joy and that pride that we have. So thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Yeah, Claire. Woo! So we thought we would start with the Juniors Awards. So here are Chelsea, Sam, and Hannah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chelsea, and this is,
You can call me Samantha tonight. It's fine.
and we know Hannah as well, our yoga teacher. And we want to present our most outstanding for the juniors. Most outstanding to me is a student that comes in focused and ready to work, but is also really excited to do the work. And the first award is going to go to Autumn Thompson. Autumn Thompson. Oh, there she is.
Have them hold their applause.
And if you could hold your applause for me, please. I'm sorry. I know it's so exciting. All right, next up we have Atticus Beck. Atticus Beck. Colette Baker. Colette Baker. Elizabeth Adams. Yes, Atticus. Nicholas Lee. Vivian Lynch. Nick, come on up. And last but not least, Madeline Bess. Madeline Bess. Now you can applaud. And I'll pass it on to Sally.
So sweet. From our youngest to our oldest. This summer, we have 16 graduates of the Springer Theater Academy moving on to college. These 16 students represent years and years of Academy experience, as well as service to the Springer as interns, in shows, on crew, ushering, and at special events. Each of these seniors has written about their time at the Springer, and I'm going to read portions of their essays tonight. They will also receive a little gift from us, a book that we read at Academy called The Dot, to help them remember how their mark on Academy has changed us all. We'll do 4 at a time, and if the 4 of you, this first group will come up, just stand here and you can take a step forward as I'm reading your essay. The first 4 in alphabetical order are Macy Cardwell, Jacob Edwards, Cassidy Fine, and Emily Harkness. Y'all come on up. Y'all come up, find your light, that's good. All right, we're gonna start with Macy. Macy Cardwell. This is a place where my work has value, but my value is not in my work. This is a place where I am worth no less on a day that I am weak and hoarse than when I am worth on a day that I am loud and full of energy. It is one of the reasons that Academy has been such a safe space to live and learn and grow into who I am today. I don't know who I would be without having gone to the Springer Theater Academy, but I believe I would be softer, less bold, more unsure. A couple of years ago, I was in rehearsal for a show at the Springer, and we were working on making blessing bags. I thought then that I had many times since, I wish the rest of the world were like this. I thought about how when I moved away and started doing theater elsewhere, I probably wouldn't run into very many directors who wanted us to decorate paper bags and fill them with compliments. The next thought, though it should have been obvious, was thrilling, but I can do it anyway. Shockingly, I don't actually need a brown paper bag to authorize me to write my castmates sweet notes. I plan to leave them in backpacks and dressing rooms and palms of hands. This past year has had me doing a lot of thinking about the relationship between the Springer and our community. The day that Academy 2020 was canceled was one of the hardest in a long line of hard days, and I know I was not alone in crying over the loss of my last regular year of Academy. Nor was I alone in worrying about how our beloved Springer Opera House would survive a pandemic right on the heels of a massive flood. Our community has been showering the Springer with love and support, and that is nothing compared to the tireless work I know the staff has put into keeping this ship afloat. Not 1 ounce of what has been done to keep the theater alive has felt like the selfish act of a business trying to keep turning profits despite risks. The stream shows, the Zoom classes, the outdoor theater, all of it has poured out from the hearts of those who know the truth. Columbus needs the Springer just as much as the Springer needs Columbus. We keep this place alive because it does the same for us. And yes, I do say that we keep this place alive because at some point in between taking classes and being an intern and performing in shows, I started seeing myself as piece of the Springer puzzle. This is what Academy does to you. It starts as something you do and ends as something you become. It's in the little things. I insist that my parents use the crosswalk. I go out of my way to find a free night to usher a show because Aileen said they really needed the help. I find myself checking the COVID numbers online and thinking things are looking great for the rest of our spring season. And it's in the big things too. I sat on the board of directors, chewed my nails waiting for news about grant applications, learned more about how a theater works than I thought I ever could. I organized members of the Student Advisory Board into writing 174 thank you notes to Academy donors. I did 3 shows in 5 months because I could, and Sally asked. I woke up one day and they had become we. Macy Cardwell. Jacob Edwards. Over my 7 years as a Springer Theater Academy kid, I've gathered a myriad of information and skills. I've categorized these many life skills through stage skills into 2 categories, serving others and self-worth. There are many skills and stories that I could not put into this essay because that would take 7 years. Serving others is a key rule with acting. Everyone may know the saying, your scene partner is the most important person in the scene, but Springer has taught me that this does not apply only to acting. I treat everyone I come across with kindness and respect. I try to make other people's days brighter as much as I can. One year at Springer, I recall hearing someone say, are you listening or just waiting to talk? This changed my whole point of view on how to be a good scene partner. Reacting is just as important as the acting. When Springer Theater Academy was closed in 2020 due to COVID-19, I was crushed. I was upset that I was not able to come home for 4 weeks. This cancellation provided a huge revelation to me. It taught me to never take anything for granted because you never know when it will disappear. I'm grateful for my many years at Springer. COVID has allowed me to live in the present for my A5 experience because I did not want to miss a second of the time I had left. Time is the enemy of the Springer student, as I'm sure we all wish we could have had that special Academy vibe forever. I would like to thank you, Sally, for showing me how to love myself and others. I would like to thank the teachers and staff that have molded me into a better person. The Springer Theater Academy has prepared me for the world. I hope I can make a difference as a math professor. I will carry life skills through math skills into my classroom. That's awesome. Also, if you need anyone to become the CFO of the Springer, let me know. Yes. Thank you for giving me friends and family. I'm so grateful for everyone that Springer and theater has put into my life. After all, I would do anything to be in another show with Abby Hanner. I would do anything to be in another show with my A5 family. I would do anything to continue being a Springer kid for the rest of my life. If only I could stay between the ages 2 to 18 forever. Jacob Edwards. Cassidy Fine. Every single thing I've learned throughout my 14 years at Academy will follow me through my life, but I can confidently say the most unforgettable lesson is do your job well and treat people nicely. It is so often that we get caught up in the job that we as individuals are doing and trying to do our best that we neglect our team. The people I've met at the Springer have always been my favorite sort of people, but this year specifically, I felt my ensemble strengthen and grow together. We had so many challenges since COVID took away our senior year, our junior summer, and especially our 2020 Academy. Every day I was able to walk into this space knowing how grateful we were simply to be in a room together doing what we love. Wearing masks, getting vaccinated, and social distancing are all things I'm willing to do over and over again just to be with this inspiring group of people. Family is defined by Britannica as a group of persons united by the ties of marriage, blood, or adoption. But I believe family is so much more than that. Family is the group of people who will pick you up when you've had a hard day. Family will cheer for your successes no matter how big or small they are. Family will always be there for you no matter what. I have an incredible blood-related family in my life, but my chosen family is in these four walls of the Springer Opera House. Olivia's pep talks, Jacob's dance parties, Adama's humor, Macy's kind smile, Peyton and Emily's support, Kate's unconditional love, Talon and Christy's naps, Mia and Chad's Marvel talks, Molly and Susanna's honesty, and everyone else I met here at the Springer. A5 is the family I never knew I needed, but the family I am so lucky to have. Yes, when I move on with my life, I will constantly remember to do my job well and treat people nicely along with all of the other things I learned here. But at the end of the day, my family will be what stays with me always. These unique people who build up random strangers and make them feel so loved. The people who constantly take a chance on day one and do it with so much love and passion. The people who not only make bold choices themselves, but inspire others to do so. The people who I know I can count on even if we are 900 miles apart. There is no time long enough, no distance great enough, no mountain high enough to keep me from my chosen family. As I go forth into my future, I hope to be half the person that this group of inspiring individuals is. I can only hope to bring kindness, support, and love they have given me in the world. Cassidy Fine. And Emily Harkness. I observe. That's what I do best. When I first came to Academy, I loved it because there was so much going on and I got to watch amazing people do so many different amazing things every day. I loved seeing what the teachers would do, how the interns, old student heroes in my mind, would be able to keep up with what the teachers were doing. But my favorite thing to watch was the other students. How we could form an ensemble and grow both individually and as a unit, creating something beautiful for presentations at the end of 2 weeks. I came back year after year because I love seeing my new teachers and new group grow and create something spectacular. However, this is not the only growth that happened. While I knew I was growing as well, I couldn't see it until now. After reflecting back on my time at Academy and seeing who I used to be and who I am now, I have grown in my own ways. I still have ways to go, but I've gained confidence because of Academy. I still observe quietly from the side, but I am much more likely to stand up and make a bold choice thanks to the lessons I've learned over the years. I know this confidence will carry me far in life, even if I don't know where it will take me yet. The mark I made was a quiet one, made from little actions that might have made a big difference, holding the door for a group, giving compliments, and supporting my group and their decisions in any way I could. Maybe it was a spaceship or a s'more that I created for my name tag, or making sure no one was left behind as we used to travel from class to class. Little things that make people smile, actions that brighten their day and inspire others to do their own small act of kindness. Because that's what the Springer is to me, a place where all the small acts of kindness create something so much bigger than ourselves. Emily Harkness. All right, y'all go sit down. More essays in a few minutes. For the Middles and Main program, the staff has chosen to acknowledge students in 5 categories: most enthusiastic, most focused, greatest growth, best team player, and most outstanding. Here are some of our friends to present most enthusiastic.
Hi, guys. Here at the Springer Theater Academy, Here at the Springer Theater Academy, enthusiasm is not just a mindset. Enthusiasm is a way of life. We do it every day. We do it with everything we do. I'm sorry, I'm Kieran Wilson.
I'm DeMarcus Monroe.
And I'm Kira Galindo.
And we are also enthusiastic people, so we feel you. These enthusiastic students come in every day, they're ready to work. They present us with their best work every day, and they do the work at home and look out for their ensemble, and they do all of that so enthusiastically. So we are going to present you these students. Please hold your applause till the end. We have so many enthusiastic people here. First, Clara Adams, Cole Smith, Hallie Barkley, Amaya Colbert, Karaya Banks, Kaya Castano, and if you're not here, that's okay too. Briley Prosser, Justin Brassfield, Grant Perkins, Kennedy Norman. Here you go. I see you guys doing this. Yes, I love it. Reed Lind. That's Kaya. Hey, buddy. She was one of my students. Rachel Davis. Naomi Walls. Hey, buddy. Iz Camp. Yes. Kate Everett. Hi, Reed. Do you still have reads? There you go. Good. Is right there. Hunter Hathaway. May Davis. Kai Schaff. Right there. Moreland Smith. Kai. Mary Margaret Buck. You guys are doing a great job. Atticus Taylor. Hey. Johnny Finley. No. There you go. There you go. Jackson Reynolds. Alex Hoffer. Hey, Johnny. I teach middles. I don't know everybody, but I try to. Silas Goodwin. I know that's right. Kayla Baker. Hey, Silas. Patch Hearn.
So enthusiastic.
And Sierra Zarnecki. The enthusiastic students of the Springer Theater Academy. Sierra? Y'all better work.
Is that Sierra up there? Okay. Come on down. We'll give you your award. Come down here. We're not going to wait for Sierra. Our next award is Most Focused. So here are the teachers to present that. Yay.
In a day and age where there are many distractions around us at all times, I think attention is one of our most precious assets. And attention is a gift. And these students that we're honoring with the Most Focused Award are students that know how to give that gift, and they do it in every class, every day. They channel their energy and give it to their class, to their teachers, and then that gift gives back to them. We are very proud of these students. And Maddie Tweed, oh, I'm Lucy Flournoy. Keep forgetting that, following your cue.
I'm Maddie Tweed.
And
I'm Liz Landesh.
here we go.
All right. Y'all, we've been looking at first names on t-shirts, so if I mispronounce some of these last names, please forgive me. All right, from C1, Anaya Boykin. From C1, Roy Kang. From C3, Amari Long. From C4, Reese Colley. From C5, Danielle Alouette. Also from C5, Aiden Kepley. From D1, Aubrey Bell. From D3, Ella Grace Edwards. From D4, Annalise McCann. From D5, Journey Howard. From B1, Faith Lee. From A+, Sophia Boyanchek. From A+, Emery Betts. From E1, Bella Freeman. From E3, we could have done this better. Oh well. From E3, Dalton Bendinger. From E4, Caroline King. Also from E4, Sarah Porter. From E5, Taylor Mackenzie Beecham. I'm so sorry. From F1, Novelle Dennis. From F3, Fabian Weidler. From F4, Sam Black. From F5, Hayden Walker. From B2, Sir Charles Cash Jones. From A3, Caitlin Rulon. From A4, Annalise Eagle. All right, thank you so much.
Congratulations to enthusiastic and focused students everywhere. We have our next 4 seniors here. And so y'all come on up. Kate Harbison, Molly Higgins, Talon Hutchinson, and Susanna Kitchens. Come on down. This is like the compliment circle back here. It's awesome. All right. I know. Yes. Kate Harbison. I don't recall much about my first year of academy, let alone my first day. I also prided myself on being a fairly well-behaved student, so I have yet to have a Ron or Sally talk, though I nearly got one after not breaking 1, not 2, but 3 props during Curious George and the Golden Meatball. We'll talk about that later, ma'am. I can talk about the things that I do remember, though. One of my first interns that really shaped my academy experience was Nick Rulon. It was my first year in the middle program, and I was, I believe, one of the kids that you might refer to as a middle kid or a yellow flag. I wasn't the loudest or the shyest. I wasn't a problem kid or a standout student, but Nick made me feel seen the entire 2 weeks. I remember on the last day of Springer that year, I had forgotten to wear my new unsigned shirt. So I had my mom bring it to me after our presentation, even though shirt signing was before the presentation. When everyone was mostly gone to leave with their families, I asked Nick to sign my shirt. He drew a big picture on the back, perhaps so it would feel less empty. While it may not have seemed like much of an effort to him at the time, it meant the world to me that someone would inconvenience themselves at all to make me feel recognized. I saw this same trait in one of our first students I ever interned. If Nick is the personification of you are enough, Sophia Boyanchek is the personification of your scene partner is the most important person. They have this quality that makes people feel needed and important. That's the biggest impact the Academy has on me. It's taught me through vessels of many students, teachers, and interns that I am wanted, I'm important, I am enough. It's taught me that it doesn't matter who you are or how different you are from the rest of your group, you have a voice, you are seen, and you have a place in this world. As for the Sally Talk, I can recall one of a very different sort than Sally Talk TM, like incorporate. It must have been 2017 or 18. I was leaving a meeting of some kind, I think, and there were only a few people left in the room. Sally started talking to me about what she calls Springer families, people that she sorts groups together. She started listing names like Ansley Lynn, Becca Womack, and Abby Crowley, and then added mine. These are some of the kindest people I've ever met, and I hope that I can be a fraction of the kind of caring that these women are. It was a little before my time that this entire group of B2 won the Best Team Player Award. It is one of my favorite memories of all time because of how proud we were of each other. Around this time, I stopped wanting to try to be the super standout student. It became more important to me to support those around me and an active member of the ensemble. I wanted to be the frame of swirly gold for my classmates. I hope that this is the impact I've left on the Academy. I hope that I can be an excellent ensemble member and team player. I hope that I've been a silent leader, one who lifts people up when they are down. I hope that when future Academy students think of me, they think about me in the way that I think about Ansley Lynn, Becca, and Abby: supportive, encouraging, compassionate. I hope that I've inspired those who will come after me to strive for the same kind of togetherness. You have, Kate Harbison, you have. Kate Harbison. Miss Molly Higgins. From my first day as a student, I was forced out of my comfort zone and encouraged in the things I felt weak in. Like most Academy students, I was nervous on my day one, and first session, after meeting this tall man in a gray t-shirt just like me with gray hair and a huge smile, I knew I would be all right. That was the day that I met Ron Anderson, one of the kindest people to ever walk this planet. After meeting Ron, we carried on with class and learned some really weird things, like this dance named after some guy named Steve. The dance seemed to be a normal thing at the Springer, so I followed along and it became my norm as well. Before I knew it, my first main program session had flown by, and we ended off our E3 presentation with a wonderful performance of Hakuna Matata, choreographed by the one and only Michael Stiggers. Stiggers took the scare factor out of musical theater and taught me to just have fun on stage. The Springer provided me with a place to be myself and feel supported. Whether my group members were literally protecting me in a game of bodyguard and gymprov with Jim Farr, encouraging my choice in a scene, or helping me catch up with choreo, I always felt seen, heard, and encouraged. The Springer gave me a home to express myself and grow. I remember one of my first years in the main program, Juliana Cowart was one of my interns. I thought that she was the most amazing person in the world, and I wanted to be just like her. One day during acknowledgments, Juliana acknowledged me, and I remember feeling like a rock star. The Juliana Cowart acknowledged me. I am so happy to have been an Academy student for the past 11 years of my life, and I'm not anywhere near ready to say my farewell. Yet, I know that I will take so much beyond just stage skills into my future. The Academy has equipped me to take risks, to be a leader, support others, and fail boldly. If I were able to meet my 8-year-old self, I know that she would be so proud of who she has become. I am no longer that shy, nervous girl. I am brave and strong, and most importantly, I am enough. I know that I can face the future because of all of the amazing friends, mentors, and teachers who have raised me in the Academy over the last 11 years. 11 years sure did fly by way too fast, and being the student who literally cried at the end of every session, knowing it was, I can verify, every session knowing it was one closer to my last, I'm so not ready for this moment. Leaving the Academy is a goodbye that I never wanted to come, but I always knew would. So as I reflect on my 11 years as a student, acknowledge this present time of change, and salute to what the future holds, I know that I would not be half the person I am today without the Springer Theater Academy, and I'm forever grateful to call it my home away from home. Thank you for raising me. Molly Higgins. That is a dad move, yeah. And Talon Hutchinson. The Springer Theater Academy has impacted my life greatly. It's the reason that I act today. I first started acting because my choir teacher would require the choir to be a part of the show. Then he told me that I should go audition. I got the role of Mayor of Who in Seussical Jr. That was the year I decided to go to the Springer Theater Academy. I enjoyed and loved my time in the first 2 weeks, even though I had a broken foot, because the teachers and groups made it easy to be myself. If I didn't do Springer Theater Academy, I would probably be in 110-degree attics for the rest of my life. I am eternally grateful for what the Springer has done for me and that they continue to do for me. Talon Hutchinson. And Susanna Kitchens. Some of the most important parts of any academy experience are the classes and the teachers. The teachers often pushed us hard, but there are still some of the moments I remembered the most and have impacted me the most. One that comes to mind is when Sarah Holbrook made us do Suzuki the year I was in B1 and had her for 3 weeks. As much as I hated it, it made me more aware of how my body moved. My favorite teachers were always the ones that considered what we wanted and also pushed us to be the best we could possibly be and encouraged us when we were unsure if we could do something. One of the main important skills I've learned did not come from being a student or from the teachers, despite them being important parts of my education, but it was actually from interning. Interning forced me to learn how to be a problem solver so I could help the students I was interning with their assignments if they were stuck. It also taught me how to be a good leader, learning when to step back and when to step forward. One of the most important skills I have learned at Academy is that I feel that is the most easily applicable to college and career would be public speaking. There's irony in that I just messed that up. Let me try that again. One of the most important skills I've learned at Academy that I feel is the most easily Susanna, I'm so sorry. This is so written so beautifully. Public speaking. In acting, you learn how to speak loudly and clearly so you can be heard and understood by everyone, which will be important in presenting in class or any public situation so that you're understood. Another important skill would be working with people. I learned most of my skills on how to work with others and accomplish what is needed in the best way possible through the Springer, not through school. The best way to accomplish things and goals in life is through being able to work with other people and be a good team player. The people skills I've learned from Academy will help me in more than just my career and college education, but also with my relationships with other people in life. Susanna Kitchens. Y'all go sit down. All right. Our next award category is Greatest Growth. So here's some teachers to present those.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natasha.
I'm Michael. And I'm Zamar.
This being my first year here, it seems pretty evident that the Springer Academy is the embodiment of growth. I'd like to think our hope is that every student who walks through these doors leaves walking a little taller and feeling a little more confident in how amazing they truly are. This is a group of students, like many of you, who choose to never stop learning. These students continue to give, excuse me, I can't breathe. They're all in every class and take every opportunity to improve themselves. We're gonna start. We have C1 with Sierra Barber, Diego Reyes Berto, C3 Noah Anderson, C3 Sarah Pike, C4 Reagan Markwood, C4 Grace Diaz. Give you guys some time to come on up. C5 Layla Joseph. D1 Gideon Jones. D1 Jaylee Mills. D3 Josie Collar. D4 Kaylin Hare. D5 Savannah Sticks Manley. D5 Benjamin Shawa. B1 Mariah Woolridge. B1 Avery Miller. A+ Louis Facio. E1 Logan Stump. E3 Aaron Collins. E3 Renee Walker. E4, Michaela Henderson. E5, AJ Covey. E5, Chloe Wolf. F1, Josiah Pack. F1, Trayvon Hollis. F3, Lily Collins. F4, Alex McRae. F5, Aaron Jackson. B2, Josiah Taylor. A3, Allie Blackburn. A3, Gabriella Sanks. A4, Bryce Martin. And A4, Melody Maury. There's Bryce coming up.
Ariane. I don't have it.
Okay, me neither. Okay, great. Okay, great.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thanks, y'all. All right, so here are the awards for Best Team Player.
Hi, my name is Nick, and I taught movement with
Anna. Hi, my name is Annalyn Starr, and I help teach middles. When looking for the Team Player Award, it is important to acknowledge those that are constantly trying to elevate their ensemble over their own agenda. And sometimes, because of that effort to elevate their singing partners, sometimes they forget to recognize themselves. So these awards are to recognize those individuals. From C1, Sebastian Reyes Brito. From C3, Matthew Cordell. From C4, Jay Collins. And for C5, the entirety of the group of C5.
She's got it over there. Miss Danielle.
From D1, Daly Grace Ford. From D3, Lucian Bailey. From D3, Brower Brenniger. From D4, Katie Ritchie. From D5, Kelly Tran. From B1, Kale Hett. From A+, Charles McPherson. From A+, Morgan Tidwell.
From E1, Mila Gaines. From E3, Meg McPherson. From E3, Katie Young. From E4, Haley Larkin. From E4, Delilah Farrow. From E5, Shelby Davis. From F1, Walter James. From F3, Quinn Harkness. From F3, Sabina Lee. From F4, Taylor Larson. From F5, Vivian Hostetter. From F5, Jackson McLaurin. From B2, Emma Rose. From A3, Rachel Williams. From A4, DJ Peters and Maddie Marks. Now you can clap! Oh, I have them.
there. And here are the rest of them. Sabina. All right, before we get to our next award, we're going to hear from our next 4 seniors. So please come up. Reed Lind, Chrissy Miller, Melody Morey, and Peyton Murphy. Here, Melody, come on this side. Excellent. First is Reed Lind. Reed, take a little step forward. At the Springer Opera House, I learned to sing and dance. I learned how to work as part of a team, to be a team player, and I learned how just to be me. On Reed's wall, he has a poster hanging from a number of former students. Abby Crowley said, "You keep me smiling, Reed." Hannah said, "You have so much energy, you make everyone laugh." Juliana Cowart, "You are a joy in my class." Reed's mom says, while encouraging to be himself, the Academy program forced him to stretch himself beyond what he could or could have done otherwise, and as a result, his self-confidence has grown as well. The self-confidence he has gained over the years has been invaluable to him, helping him obtain and maintain employment. Reed Lind. Christy Miller. Taking a chance on day 1, I thought I would never survive, but I did. And we ended it back in the place where it all started, this very stage. On this day, I was introduced to 3 breaths for the first time, and little did I know how much an impact something so small as controlled breathing could impact me for the rest of my life. Those 3 breaths have helped me through stressful and heavy times and continue to aid me in any time of distress. Through this and all of the other great and valuable lessons, I have learned so much about myself and my attributes that I never noticed before. I will be forever grateful for the experiences and people I've met here. I've learned that theater is for everyone, and everyone should have the opportunity to experience it and be influenced by it. Whether you want to be an actor or not, the Springer Theater Academy is here for everyone, teaching life skills through stage skills, preparing every child who walks through those doors for anything. This academy is a force to be reckoned with and will continue to flourish in good and hard times. This year to me has felt so much more special because we had a privilege to be in this historic building, creating, learning, and discovering new things about ourselves and others, especially after living through a worldwide pandemic. And with this being my second and last academy summer as a student, it made me enjoying this summer after COVID so much more significant. I can truly say I've had the best summers of my life here. Because of the Springer Theater Academy, I have much more clarity on my future. I will fail boldly in life, try again, and take chances because I will always know that there is someone who cares for me and wants me to succeed. And most importantly, I know that if I do my job well and treat people nicely, I can do anything and everything. Christy Miller. Melody Morey. You got some A4 supporters down there. I haven't been at Springer for very long, and I'm definitely not considered one of the famous Springer kids, which we would disagree. But at my time in the academy made me feel like it was where I was supposed to be all along. From the moment I stepped into the main house, I felt like I was home. I was surrounded by people who have the same passion and interest as I do and wanted to see me succeed. I've never been to any other place in the world that has the magic that the Springer has. And yes, I've been to Disney World. This year is my first time interning, and I got a little taste of what it was like to be a teacher. And man, do you guys make it look easy. Interning has been the most challenging thing I've done at the Springer, and has taught me more than I've realized. The mental battle of wondering, am I doing this right? Should I have said that? Did I let this kid go to the bathroom too much? Has taught me that sometimes you just have to accept that you don't have everything figured out, and that's okay. It's taught me how to be a leader and when I need to step back and be a follower, which is a very challenging thing to learn. Even if I thought I wasn't the best intern, my kids from C4 would say otherwise. They encouraged me to keep going and be the best I could be for them, and I hope that I met their expectations. I hope that I was able to be an intern to them as interns I've had in the past. I hope to take everything I've learned throughout my years at Academy with me into the real world. I'll miss being here with you all, however. You can take the kid out of the Springer, but you can't take the Springer out of the kid. Springer is so much more than an old building. It's all the people that have made Springer what it is today. The magic that fills the classrooms isn't totally not the real Springer ghost, wink, wink. It's the passion to do something you love wholeheartedly. I hope to keep this passion and try to spread Springer to others around me and continue to fail boldly. I'll take 3 breaths when I need to refocus, silently dance to the Steve dance every time I hear It Gonna Make You Sweat by CNC Music Factory. And when I miss home, turn on Canon and D for strings and Continuo and do salutations. I love you all and will miss you dearly. We'll miss you too, Melody. Melody Mori. Peyton Murphy. After my first year, I could not get enough of Academy. I had to come back every summer. Eventually, the Springer became my safe space, a second home for me. All of the people I met there became part of my chosen family. I would not be the same without them today. DB and Jonathan taught me creativity. Lucy and Sally taught me kindness. Maddie and Beth taught me courage. And the Springer overall taught me the value of friendship. I'm so proud and fortunate to be able to call myself an Academy kid. What I think was the biggest lesson was that it's okay for me to go away. Many of the questions on my mind this past year have been about whether I could or not. I wondered if the Springer would be the same, if Academy would still be here in the future. I realized that the feeling that the Springer gives you, the pure joy, would never go away. It will always live inside you. I think the feelings the Springer has left me with will always stay with me. The people that I've met and the lessons I have learned will never go away. Sure, I'm going into theater as a career. I certainly give the credit to the people at the Springer for helping me realize that, so this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. I also give them credit for making me who I am today. I believe I'm a better person because of Academy. Springer has given me the feeling that I can do anything, that I can change the world. I will forever use Riarcus' song to help me when I'm feeling stressed or upset. I will always remember to fail boldly and have courage. I will always know that people care about me and love me for who I am. Whatever my path may be, I have faith that I will do the right thing while staying true to myself. I will, of course, miss this place that I call home, but the memories will always be with me. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Peyton Murphy. All right, y'all go sit down. Our final category is Most Outstanding Student. So here are some teachers.
Hi, I'm Mia.
I'm AJ.
And I'm Caleb.
We're presenting the Most Outstanding. For this, when I was an Academy kid, these are the people that I would look up to and would be like, yes, I want to be like you. They set great examples, they are leaders, they drive, and they learn when to lead and to follow. For our first from C1, Lucinia Bocanegra. C3, Mimi Roddenberry. C4, Campbell Thomas. C5, Rima Creel. C5, Eddie Young. D1, Leah Fagans. D1, Kelly McFalls. D3, Maddie Valancourt. D4, Izzy Immelman. D4, Avery Bell. D5, Lexi Scherer. D5, Jaden Stewart. B1, Lauren Floyd. A+, Nairobi Maurice. A+, Lainey Heath. A+, Katie Clark. E1, Luke Surprise. E3, Adelaide Hammonds. E3, Adele Stay. E3, Quentin Smith. E4, Carolina Thompson. E5, Tennyson Smith. F1, Chandler Smith. F3, Ben Tante. F4, Isabella Ramos. F5, Tyler Peterson. F5, Ian Harkness. B2, Eli Smith. A3, Rayleigh Smurlock. A4, Charlie Hearn. Most outstanding.
All right. And our final group of seniors, Chad Nix, Adam Asau, Mia Vonsavong, and Olivia Williams. Chad Nix. For those of you who know me, you will not be surprised to hear that I was the kid who sat in the corner with Ron and talked about trains for hours on end. Or that I was the kid who wrote about war stories in the Write On class every year. Or I was the kid who went on and on about some current event or battle that I bore other kids to no end. Or that I was the kid that was laughing so hard while telling a joke that you had no choice but to laugh along with me. My teachers, interns, and peers always asked me, "How do you know so much?" My response was always the same: I just do. Earlier this summer, while A5 was on our daily Iron Bank coffee run, a younger student from a different group approached me and said that I was the reason they kept doing Springer. They visited my group and were doing some sort of pirate scene a few summers ago. They said what I did in that scene was what kept them coming back to Academy. Fail boldly does not mean to try to fail. It means try something different, even if it's scary. Who knows? It could change the world, but you will never know unless you try. Every summer, I always debated whether or not I should come back to Academy. And at the end of the summer, I always say that I would have regretted not doing it. This year is no exception. When the time came to make plans for Springer in the company class, I almost didn't audition for it. Looking back now, if I had not auditioned for the company class, I would have deeply regretted it. During this year, I did not know when I would see my friends again. In the darkest months of the pandemic, the Springer stood as a beacon of hope in a storm of chaos. It was something to give hope in the hardest of times. But at the time, that's all it felt like, something to hope for, but deep down I felt it would never happen. No one should have to feel like we did during this past year. No one should experience this again. Certainty can only exist when leaders do their job well and treat people nicely. It's a simple thing, but something that our world lacks. The world needs more leaders. The Springer does not just teach students how to be an actor, it teaches leadership. It's one of the most valuable skills in life. True leaders don't lead by the example of their power, but by the power of their example. I learned that from Becca Womack, who was one of my first interns. Many of the life skills I've learned came from the teachers and interns at the Springer. DB was one of my first teachers at Academy, and he taught me to always be willing to take a chance on something new. Will Oliver taught me how to be a role model. Jens taught me to always remain calm regardless of the circumstances. Sarah taught me how to be disciplined and how to command a room with my voice. Jim taught me how to be a teammate. Jasper taught me what it means to give someone your support. Jamila taught me to own my work and give it my all. Becca Tauble taught me that I am enough. Maddie taught me to do the hard work because the challenge is worth it. DeMarcus taught me that a good laugh can make any day a little brighter. Rebecca Gossett taught me to do the work for the sake of doing the work. Sally taught me to do the small things that can make someone's day better. Ron taught me don't cry because it's over, but be happy because it happened. When I think back to all my years at Academy, I'm so grateful to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. At the very end of every summer, I always say that was the best Springer summer I ever had. This year, I can definitely say that this was the best Springer summer I ever had. Chad Nix. Adam Asal. The Springer Theater Academy has been a second home to me. From the moment I walked in on my first day in 2016, I knew that this place was where I could be myself. At Academy, I learned how to work with others and explore different ideas and tactics with an ensemble. When I first started Academy, I was dealing with grief from losing my mom to pancreatic cancer the previous year. It felt like Academy was a warm and inviting hug that I desperately needed. I really am appreciative that I met Beth, Sally, Heather, and Becca Tauble. There were lots of times where nobody knew the personal battles I was fighting, but just being in their presence made me feel better. I like to think that they are part of the reason I'm the woman I am today. They truly showed me what it is to be selfless and how to lead with kindness. I'll always remember Becca Tauble's infectious spirit and how she always encouraged us to believe that we are enough. She is one of the many people who've inspired me to pursue theater as a career. I like to believe that I've made a positive impact on Academy. Through interning, I've witnessed students who may have felt out of place by being assured by me that they are in the right place. I really enjoy encouraging others to try when things get hard. I've also had an impact on Academy classes that have been offered thanks to Student Advisory Board. Not to be biased, but I truly enjoyed taking the Global Scene Study class in 2019, which I suggested at an SAB meeting. I really appreciate the opportunity to even be able to voice my opinions and suggestions about what I think can make the Academy even better than it already is. I hope I've left a mark of joy and resilience on the people I've encountered at Academy. The last thing I'd like to talk about is salutations. Salutations and taking 3 breaths have been some of the most valuable things I've gotten to experience and plan to take with me as I continue through life. It can get hard to stay afloat in a world like this sometimes, and it gets overwhelming. I personally struggled with finding healthy coping mechanisms to combat stress, depression, and anxiety. Being able to take 3 breaths has greatly helped me navigate through those emotions. Whenever we did salutations, I thought of it as a moment to check in with myself and acknowledge the good work that I had done for the day. I also saw salutations as a time where I could check in with people I believe are watching over me from the other side. My mother never got to see me do Academy, but I know she loved this place just as I do. In those quiet moments, I would think about her and hope that she was looking down, smiling on me. Sometimes I would also look at the people who reminded me of my mom's loving, incredibly helpful spirit and who've had such an impact on me, such as Beth, Sally, Heather, and Becca Tauble. Whenever I need to reconnect with myself or I get a little homesick, I know I can do salutations and feel at peace again. Adam Asal. Mia Vong Savong. The Springer Opera House means so much more to me than I ever thought it would. When I began at Academy, I struggled with social skills and expressing myself in many situations. I was terrified to try anything new because I didn't want it to be bad. Since I started in middle school, I was also dealing with the well-known middle school bullying or the, "you aren't like us, so you can't talk to us." I came in on my first day and was immediately overwhelmed. I just wanted to break down and cry until a girl from my group came up and asked me my name. She told me her name was Shelby, and she had been in Academy for a long time, so I should believe her when she says it's awesome. Recently, I gave an acknowledgement to Shelby about that first day, and she was honest with me about not really remembering it at all. She really appreciated that it impacted me enough to still be thinking about it today, but then I realized, how many students or teachers have I impacted in a simple, kind gesture? How many people still remember me because of one hello? I began interning fall sessions 3 years ago, and I keep going over and over how many people I have been overly nice to because the intern's job is to be a friend to anyone who needs it. I've learned to communicate with people who might not think the same as me, many helpful and social and life skills, and of course, to always fail boldly. The knowledge that I may have had a huge impact on a life that I'm not aware of makes my day just a little better. No matter who comes and goes, I know that a Springer will always be a home away from home. Mia Vong Savong. It's also really difficult to imagine you with like social problems, Mia, because like, yeah, all right. Not problems, challenges, you know. Okay, Olivia Williams. From the moment I could talk, I knew I wanted to be an actor. I didn't know how I would get there or even how to start, but all I knew is that I wanted to be one of those people in the movies. After years of playing every sport I would allow my parents to put me in, and ironically enough, being painfully shy, I was finally in my first play at Blackman Road Middle School, A Charlie Brown Christmas, where I played the role of Peppermint Patty, of course. During this production, I remember my drama teacher, Mary Catherine Chambliss, telling me I should enroll for this upcoming summer camp called the Springer Theater Academy. I didn't know it then, but this little old summer camp would end up aiding me in my journeys to success and end up becoming one of the strongest driving forces in my acting career and life as a whole. That's just one small example of how Springer has impacted me over the years. Through Springer's ever-growing impact, these lessons have taught me to become a little more compassionate, loving, and empathetic towards others. At the Springer and as an actor in general, we are taught that acting at its core is reacting, listening, truly taking in the words of another actor and responding in the way in which your character would. I truly believe that I truly believe that if I had given anything to the Springer Theater Academy, it is this. I have given and demonstrated the ability to truly listen to others and empathize despite our differences. Because at my core, I believe that in 20 years, I will not remember the line I dropped on stage or the missed entrance, but rather the fond memories and connections that I have created within these four walls and with the people in this room. I constantly strive not to be the best actor in the room, but rather the one who is most open to change and willing to work harder than anyone else. I want to be the kind one, the one with the best work ethic, and most of all, the person who will sit and lend an ear when you feel as though you need to be heard. These life skills through stage skills have truly changed who I am for the better. Like I said in the beginning of this essay, most of you wouldn't look at me now and see how painfully shy I was growing up, but it's true. The Springer lovingly pushed me out of my shell that one summer back in 2016, and I never looked back. It's crazy to see how my life has been altered by just taking one step forward. Getting started a lot of the time is the hardest part about doing something scary, but just one step forward is a step in the right direction. I will forever be grateful to the Springer and all my past and current teachers who took a chance on me, which then allowed me to take a chance on others. Thank you to my parents for loving me unconditionally and sitting through hundreds of hours of shows in order to support me. Thank you to my friends who have stayed by and encouraged me to do things that were scary. Thank you. I love you forever. To A5, we're off to education, and therefore lots of adventure. And oh, I wish we didn't have to go. But I can't help but think how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Of course, this isn't goodbye, because the Springer will always be here, and anyone who is friendly with bears can find it. Olivia Williams. All right, y'all go sit down. In addition to the awards given for each Academy class, we take this chance to recognize some special awards. The first of those tonight is named for one of our friends and former Academy teacher and actor, Riarka Smith. I'd like to call up Ms. Beth Reeves to give out the Joy of Riarkas Award.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all got me crying. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm good, DB, I'm good. So if you all notice here, this beautiful weaving tapestry is dedicated to my friend Riarka Smith. Everybody say we are close. Say we are close. So if you forget how to say his name, just remember we are close, because we are. But that is dedicated to him, and each time that we go up the green room stairs, that's there, usually for actors to touch, just to remind them of the work and that we're all close. I'm gonna speak from my heart. I'm gonna follow my gut on this. I was gonna say what I always say, but I want to say, I don't know if I've said this story. If I have, just act like you haven't heard it. So I was a student at CSU, and I didn't really feel like I fit or like I belonged. So Ree was one of the first friends that I had, and right before he passed away in 2009. And I didn't really know much about the Springer, but he was an actor, teacher, and dancer, okay? So I was like in my last year of undergrad, and I'm just trying to graduate. I wasn't a dancer. So my advisor was like, yo, you gotta take theater dance. I'm like, I'm not a dancer though. But I had to graduate. So one particular day, I just didn't get it. I just didn't have it. I was like, I can't do these moves. And my teacher was like, come on, you have to do them. And in my mind, I was like, I can't do it. It was just a mental block. But all of a sudden, I looked to my left, and Ree, as we affectionately call him, Ree had already graduated, so he didn't have to be there. And I looked to my left, and Ree is there doing the warm-up. I said, what are you? I was like, what you doing? He's like, just do the warm-up. I'm like, but you already graduated. I'm trying to get up out of here. But he didn't say much, but he moved with me, and I was about to give up, and he just moved with me. And then he just, as quietly as he came in, he quietly left, and then that Tuesday he passed away. So that was my last interaction with him. And I felt what he was saying is, no matter what happens in life, number one, I got you. Keep moving, right? Because in dance, you have to what? You gotta move. And then he was just a really good scene partner. So just whatever you do, check in with your scene partner, okay? And he did that for me. There was one particular project that I was about to pass up on about 1.5 years ago. And some people were like, yo, I don't think you should take it. You got too much on your plate, don't do it. And I thought about that moment where he came in when I was about to give up. And I feel like had I not taken that project, I would still be here alive. But mentally, it shifted me. So the point of that story is just check in with your scene partner the way Ree did with me, right? All right, everybody say, we are close. All right, cool. Ree had a lot of jobs. Another job he had was he wrote a song. The song is called Today. I don't know if I don't know if we got time to do that, but do we have the lyrics? We do. Great. Oh, yeah, that's right. Cool. All right. So as I was thinking here in the box, this particular student one day, they don't know that they did what Ree did, but they did it one day. I was at the desk, and being in administration is hard, y'all. It's not easy. And one day I didn't feel good. And this particular student, I heard, Miss Beth. I said, huh? And that student said, are you okay? And I said, yeah, how are you? And they said, fine. And that particular student who is the recipient of the Joy of Riarkas Award is Josiah Taylor. Mm-hmm. your moment. Yes. Y'all give it up for Josiah. Yes, Rockefeller, you did that. Yes. Okay. Real quick, I know we don't have much time, but we got the piano. Okay. So this is the song that Ree wrote, and it's called Today. We got the piano coming out. We ain't rehearsed it, but we at home. We're gonna be okay. This is a time where I think my middles, you all heard the song. Okay, so when I start to sing it, just sing it. Okay. Oh, sorry. See, I told you we rehearsed it. But it just says today will be a wonderful day because I've made a positive. All right. It says today will be a wonderful day because I've made a positive. Oh, okay, great. I get a mic. I've made a positive change in my life. I've made a choice to be all I can because I know things will work out right if I have faith. I can do anything if I try. And I got to give it to Ree. It's because I have faith and I did not give up on myself. So do not give up on yourself no matter what people say, right? All right, here we go. Give me my key again. 2. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Today will be a wonderful day because I have made a positive change and I made a, yeah. Will work out all right if I have, yeah, can do. What? Yay, give it up for yourself. Oh, thank you. All right.
Stunning.
So Josiah, we did not have a Rearchus award in 2020 because we didn't have Academy. Where are you, Josiah? But it will be your job to spread Ree's joy for the next year. You know, no pressure. All right. The next award that we want to give is the Ron Anderson Kindness Grant Award. This grant is a pay it forward grant that helps extend kindness into our community, named after our Academy founder, Ron Anderson. The award seeks to serve our community in a necessary way and to empower young people to see themselves as agents of change. For those of us who knew Ron, we know that he valued compassion and a kindness in a very real way. One of his favorite sayings, coined by Caroline Garcia when she was a senior, she said, "Do your job well and treat people nicely." This year's recipients, and they're going to come tell you about their project. This year's recipients of the Ron Anderson Kindness Grant Award are Annabelle White and Connor Howard. Yes! Congratulations, ladies. Tell us about your project.
First of all, thank you. We're very honored to receive this. If you've been around Columbus, you've probably seen the Little Free Libraries. I know there's one like that way from here. Our project is basically those, except instead of books, it's food. And these pantries would be available to anyone at any time, no questions asked. And Anna?
We felt like we had to do this because Columbus, Georgia has a poverty rate of 20.7. That means that and that means that 1 in every 5 people that live in Columbus, Georgia lives in poverty. So we felt like this was a very worthy endeavor with this grant. Thanks again for the grant panel.
All right. And this comes with a check, okay? Yeah. So we're excited to see how the project unfolds in the next several months. So congratulations, ladies. Our next award is an unusual one, but we thought it was necessary this particular year. And I hope this person is here. I haven't seen them yet, but I hope that they are. If not, they deserve the recognition regardless. One of the values we honor in our classes is being a good team player. We value the ensemble, and we recognize that supporting each other selflessly creates an environment for all to succeed. This year, we honor someone who consistently gives of herself and has created the chance for others to shine. She's a former Academy student, and she's come back in a different way to us this year and for the last several years, and that is Caitlin Ribeiro. Is she here? Caitlin here? Yes, come on! So we say, we do hereby recognize for your selfless leadership, your generous energy, and your excellent example of framing others' dots, that you are recognized as an outstanding individual and therefore awarded the 2021 Legacy Team Player Award. And here to give our next award is Miss Abby Hanner. Woo-hoo.
What's up? So today I'm going to be presenting the Most Outstanding Intern Award. And the Most Outstanding Intern Award is an award that recognizes one intern who has shown incredible growth, passion, and vulnerability. Although it may sound cliche, I believe that every single one of my interns could have received this award, but I could only pick one. I lost my spot on my phone. So sorry. Found it. This particular intern not only has an admirable work ethic and attitude, but they also had incredible instincts and never failed to learn from any situation thrown their way. And trust me, there were times when I gave them significant challenges and there was never a moment that they couldn't handle it. Because of that, the Most Outstanding Intern Award goes to Bryce Martin.
That's all right. Next, we have our Outstanding Student of the Year. This award is larger than just a summer experience or a class in Academy. The Most Outstanding Student of the Year is about consistent excellence in many different areas of the Springer and not just Summer Academy. This year's winner is not only an outstanding student, but also an outstanding intern, an outstanding member of the Student Advisory Board, an outstanding member of the cast of shows. We would like to present the Outstanding Student of the Year to Maxine McCullough. And finally, we get to the highest honor bestowed by the Springer Theater Academy, the Legacy Award. Recipients of the Legacy Award have not only demonstrated exceptional work ethic, stage skill, and leadership ability, they've shown enthusiasm for theater and a passion for learning during their time at the Springer. Their lives and work have been enriched by the Academy experience, while the Academy has been equally enriched by their presence. And these come with a scholarship. I asked the staff, every year I email staff who've been here this year or in recent years to vote for the Legacy winners, and I asked them to explain why they voted for them. So I've included a little bit about each of the winners here, and I want to go ahead and call this person so you're not all wondering who it is, so you can really just listen to the wonderful things the teachers have to say about them. Our first Legacy winner is Macy Cardwell. Let me read to you about what teachers say about Macy, and then I'm going to give you this too, Macy. When I hear the term model student, I immediately picture Macy Cardwell. When Macy enters a room, I know everything is going to be okay. She radiates such positivity, kindness, and support in ways that make every single person around her feel like a rock star. She embodies the motto, your most important person in the scene is your scene partner. The world is not ready to experience the joy and light of Macy Cardwell. If they made a cereal brand called Academios, Macy Cardwell's face would be on the box. And then another teacher, if a Springer Theater Academy could have a mascot, they didn't talk to each other, but if they could have a mascot, it would be Macy Cardwell. She embodies everything the Academy stands for: kindness, selflessness, fun, hard work, and unwavering courage in the face of failure. I have no doubt that Macy's legacy will live on for generations of Academy kids to come. Congratulations, Macy. Our second recipient of the Legacy Award is Reed Lind. I had the incredible pleasure of being one of Reed's interns. He's a student that's so dedicated to the work and doing his best while not expecting perfection from himself or anyone else. He holds everyone to a high standard without adding pressure. An environment where Reed is working is a healthy and joyous one. One of my favorite Reed memories was from a movement class in 2016, I think. The students were working on weight sharing and creative lifts, and one of the lifts involved one student standing on another student's thighs, holding hands with straight arms. The lift only worked if both people fully committed. A moment of weakness would collapse the whole thing. A handful of kids in Reed's class were trying as Reed looked on. His teacher Jens told Reed that if he wanted to try, he would do it with him, that he trusted Reed. Reed agreed. They went through the steps they had been taught to create the lift, and on the second or third try, Reed was up, standing on Jens's legs. The class cheered for him enthusiastically, and Reed yelled, "Yeehaw!" We were so proud of your courage, Reed. Reed Lind. Our next recipient is also an unusual one, but necessary. This Legacy Award is about, to me, it's really about the atmosphere. You think about an atmosphere like the atmosphere over our earth and how it changes the weather and how everyone feels. And this Legacy Award goes to Beth Reeves. So, obviously, Beth is not an Academy student. I didn't ask your former teachers, but I did ask some of your friends who are Academy people. And so I'll tell you who they're from, too. This is from Jonathan Perkins. Beth has a heart of platinum. She is bold, funny, and passionate storyteller that has an undeniable connection with young people. For over a decade now, I've found that if Beth is involved, it doesn't matter the project, everything is going to be just fine. Beth herself is an intersection of joy, faith, love, and kindness. Whether she is singing, acting, or teaching, her voice remains a balm and beacon for all in earshot. In the words of the famed philosopher Toni Michelle Braxton, Beth Reeves, you mean the world to me. And I'll read one more. And this is from Elena Joseph. Miss Beth has been a positive role model for me and many individuals for years. She's the kind of person that inspires others around her to be better. Recently, Miss Beth, one of the teachers Recently, Miss Beth, one of the teacher's assistants, a student, and me had a moment that was completely reshaped my life. In that moment, I realized that Miss Beth truly is a superhero, and I wanted to be like her. Her kindness, warmth, and ability to comfort others influences me to want to be better. As a Black girl, Miss Beth is the kind of role model I want to be around me always. There is no one like Miss Beth. That's Lana Joseph.
Y'all, okay, real talk. I was over there getting set up for the party. Oh my gosh, so I didn't leave. I was working. To whom much is given, much is required. People ask me why, people ask me the other day, they're like, how is it that you're like a teacher and an actor and what? Like, I think when you're called to do something, you just gotta accept it. And this place is just special. And I don't know what to say. I don't accept awards every day. But I am, we are. I am you, you are me. And everywhere that I go is a classroom. I don't care where it is. It could be in the street. It could be with behavioral health kids that I work with throughout the year. It could be at CSU with the kids that I teach. It could be here. It could be in administration. When some people call me and are not happy, it's okay. That's a teachable moment. So thank you allowing me to give you my gift. So I am, we are, Ashe. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go sit up.
Our next Legacy Award goes to Kate Harbison. I'm gonna read some nice things about you, okay? Okay. I mean, come on! Kate was one of the best interns I've ever seen. Her ability to connect to students and get to know them. Kate may not be the loudest person in the room, but her actions and efforts speak volumes. She works incredibly hard, but also invests in the people around her. She is about the work. She comes ready to dig in and invest in her time at Academy. Furthermore, she cares about the future of Academy and the students at the Springer. I'll read one more. There aren't other kids like Kate. She's one of the brightest talents that has passed through these Academy doors, but it's her spirit that makes her worthy of a Legacy Award. She is responsible, dependable, consistent, hardworking. Those are words I don't attribute to many young people her age. Her discipline challenges teachers to work harder because she catches up to them. Kate listens on stage and off. She cares for people in a genuine way without making others feel less than. She never asked for the spotlight, but I am so happy that she gets just a piece of that spotlight tonight as a Legacy winner. Congratulations, Kate. These are awesome people. Our next Legacy winner is Chad Nix. During Chad's time at Academy, he has not only constantly put 110% into every single thing he has done, but he has also been one of the most open-minded students I've ever crossed paths with. Anytime an opportunity for growth or learning comes Chad's way, he accepts it with positivity and grace, which is something that many students struggle with. He never lets an interaction go by without a little dose of his Chad Nix humor, and I can confidently say, if the world were more like Chad Nix, it would be a better place. And from another teacher, pass the ball to Chad. Chad is one of the kindest souls we've ever had the pleasure of having in Academy. He's always there, willing to do whatever is needed of him, no matter what it takes. As someone who's directed Chad in a number of productions, I see the intentional growth and work he puts in. He wants to get it right, but not for himself, for the ensemble. Chad is a selfless, kind, and disciplined student. He takes challenges as opportunities and rises to each occasion. Congratulations, Chad. And our final legacy award goes to Adam Asal. While she is insanely talented, Adama's care and love for those around her are what makes her a legacy. She is the true embodiment of what Academy stands for and represents. Her scene partner is the most important person, but better than that, Adama seeks to really know each of those scene partners. She listens before speaking. She soaks up perspective. She's the first to understand and empathize. She enters a room and a scene with intention and compassion. For me, she makes Academy a welcoming, warm, and fun place. As a teacher, students like Adama stick with you forever. They change your perspective, encourage you to raise the bar, and remind you to laugh while doing it. I feel honored to have taught her and incredibly lucky that she is still in my life years later. Adama will do great things in this world, and her impact on Academy and those of us lucky to have encountered her will stand the test of time, and I'd say that's one heck of a legacy. And one more. It goes without saying that Adama is incredibly talented. Her voice, her stage presence, and her ability to tell a story put her in a class all her own. But it's her humility and compassion that set her apart. You get the feeling that there is a universe of creativity inside Adama, and I can't wait to see what happens to the world when she lets it out. Adam Asal. Congratulations to all of us for accomplishing a wonderful summer. It has been a great, great time. What we are going to do is two things. In just a second, if you're a student or if you're a friend or family of a student, we invite you to, we're going to do salutations together just where we are in just a second. And then after that, if students are going to our after party, we ask everybody, whether you're a student or not, to exit through these doors, the lobby doors. If you're a student, actually, I lied, I'm sorry. If you're a student going to the after party, we ask you to exit through these doors, and there will be a line of teaching assistants to help you towards Foley Hall, and everybody else can exit these doors. If you're picking up an after party kiddo, we'll be done right around 10 o'clock, and you can do the regular pickup line here on 10th Street. We're gonna do pickup like normal. Students who are driving will be escorted to cars because it'll be dark. And what else am I forgetting, DB? I think that's it. All right. DB has helped me remember things all summer long. We thank you so much for coming, and let's stand for salutations. Y'all spread out. We can spread out, y'all.
say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we've just begun.